everybody. Welcome in to the Blazing Titan Nation podcast, episode 7. As you can tell from the title, the question is, would you ever pay for sex? Let me know. I think this question is mostly for the men. Usually women, they don't have to pay for sex. They don't. If you're a guy and you're lonely, you're not having any success of getting laid, and you're the type of dude that, needs to go balls deep. You need that pussy. You need that vagina. You need to get laid. Are you that type of guy? And there's some men out there that need it. They can't just masturbate all the time, right? They can't jerk off all the time. They can't. So what do? They got to, go balls deep. They have to pay. They have to pay for that pussy. At the end of the day, sex is better than masturbation. I mean, it depends on who you are. It depends on what kind of person you are. If you're the type of person that can handle not having sex and just being able to pleasure yourself, and if you're happy with yourself, sure, fine, but there's some people out there, women included, that need to be fucked. They can't just use their fingers or vibrators or sex toys. And there's some men out there that don't want to use their hands. They need actual pussy. They need to put their dick inside of a vagina. You can't simulate dick going inside the wet vagina. You can't do it. There's some people out there who enjoy sex, like some women out there who enjoy being fucked. They enjoy it. They love it. And if they get paid for it, why not? OnlyFans is a big one. When it comes to sex, women have the power. Let's just be real. Women have the power when it comes to sex. All right? They do. At the end of the day, they're the ones making the money. They're the ones putting themselves out there, and men are paying for it. Why are they paying for it? So many reasons. The main reason is attention, right? There's a lot of lonely men out there, a lot of lonely guys out there who don't get that attention. And when they go somewhere like a strip club or OnlyFans, they message this girl or they talk to this girl and they get that attention, even though they're paying for that attention, which to me is wrong. You shouldn't pay with your wallet. You should get that attention just by the female or whoever you're talking to is interested in you. That, in my opinion, I feel as though paying a woman to give you attention on OnlyFans or in a strip club is it's fake. It's fake. If you go to a strip club with a bunch of guys, you're there to have fun. You're there to have a good time. You're there to watch other women, strip down and lap dance for you. You're there to have a good time. I feel bad for the dudes who go by themselves in the strip clubs, and you can see them all the time. They are, you can tell they're introverted. You can tell they're not looking after themselves physically. You can tell that they're just lonely and they just sit by themselves with a beer. Maybe, I don't know, maybe they gone through a breakup. I don't know, whatever the case may be, but just sitting there by themselves, and this gorgeous, tall stripper just sits right beside them and it says, "Hey, what's up?" And the guy's like, "Hey, what's up?" It's that feeling of attention. A beautiful woman is giving a guy like me attention. Like that's the main thing. There's no woman in here who follows me that has ever paid, in my opinion. You're not dropping down money to have a guy fuck you. No. Now, I've seen it all the time, especially on Twitch. If a woman's putting themselves out there, they're going to get DM'd. They are. Most likely, a woman is going to get DM'd more than a man. As a guy myself, I've had times where I wasn't having sex for months at a time. And it sucked. It really did. After having sex for a bit and then not having sex, it's just, you just miss it, but thankfully during that time, I refused to pay another person to fuck. Like I refused. I feel as though, sex is better when you have an emotional connection with somebody. Paying for sex, really, it wouldn't be enjoyable. It's different. Emotional sex versus transactional sex is different. It is. It's different getting to know the person that you're having sex with versus, just having like a transaction with them. From paying for sex is like a 5 out of 10. But, if you have an emotional, physical attraction to that person and you are meant for each other, the sex is a 10 out of 10. I can't really properly describe it because you gotta feel it. It's all about the feeling. That's what it is. It's all about the feeling. There are male escorts in Japan, kind of big popular thing, but women go broke over these guys? Thank you for bringing that up. Thank you for bringing that up. Because I only talked about Western society. I mean, who knows who pays overseas? Especially in China, especially in Japan. Who knows? Korea, another one. Another example. Rent a boyfriend, rent a girlfriend. Probably popular as hell in there. Does that include sex as well? Maybe they don't advertise it like that. They don't advertise the sex being a part of it. But I know for a fact that there are certain things that add up as, you know, when you go on a date. I think I seen a video of a streamer going on a date in Japan. He was a black guy. I forget what his name was. But he went on a date in Japan, or he rented a girlfriend for the day, and throughout the date, the girl would be like, okay, it will cost you this much money to hold my hand. It will cost you this much money to hug. It will cost you this much money to kiss. It will cost you this much money to look in my eyes, or some stupid shit. As the date goes on, she would just charge based upon what happens on the date. So when the girlfriend shows up to the date, it's like, okay, you get a flat fee. This is my fee. And then everything else is extra. It's like getting toppings. My God, I can see why a lot of foreign men go overseas. I can see why a lot of foreign men go overseas to Colombia or Brazil or, you know, Philippines or Vietnam, Korea, Japan, Indonesia. Oh my goodness, I can see why. Venezuela. I can see why. Because the females over there are different. That it's a different mindset. It's just different than the females here. I feel as though when you spend money, you rather spend it overseas than spend it in your own country. You know, if you're gonna pay for sex, you want to save as much money as you can and get more for your dollar. My God, that's the thing. When you go overseas, most likely the women want you. You know, you're not chasing. Here in the West, in Canada, America, you are chasing. But over there, they're chasing after you. And I think that's what men want. They want women chasing after them, even though they're not physically attractive. You know, like the guys who are going overseas and are getting all these hot, especially in the Philippines, getting this hot Filipino woman, you know, this gorgeous Filipino woman, and they're not even, you know, working out themselves, you know, letting themselves go. You know, I mean, maximize at least put in the effort. At least you're acting like you're Brad Pitt, but you're looking like you're not looking like him. Japanese women, cougars, I guess, love personal affection and attention that the hostess clubs give them. I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is. I think women and men seek different things. But I know I've been rambling a lot because I've said everything I wanted to say. And you know what? It's pretty self-explanatory. You know, would anyone pay for sex? I think the main consensus is no. No. But thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate you all. And again, always spread that love and positivity. Thank you very much. And yeah, I'll see you next time for episode 8.